knew how to steam them to get them flat again. So anyway, he goes, when you was in Mississippi, did you get any guitars? I go, yeah, I got this amazing guitar. So I went into the house and I brought this thing out, and he was sitting in his car in the station wagon out there, and I go, look at this, and he just goes, oh man, he knew I was messing. He goes, and he looked kind of close. He goes, only got 3 strings on. I go, yeah, man, that's the newest thing. I had never played it, and and he goes, you can't play that. I'll go, yes, I can. And I started going, let me see it. I did this exact lick. I went, well, there it goes. And he just drove away. And I was all happy with myself and messing with him, because he was a snob anyway. And so I walked back in the house. I mean, this is before, I don't think my neighbor knew that I played music. I mean, there was nobody wanted me to play nowhere. This is way before the Jools and everything, and my wife come downstairs with this like glassy look on her eye, and she goes, and I was like kind of laughing. I went to throw the guitar over the, I never was intended to pick that thing up ever again. She goes, that guitar gonna make you famous. And I'm like, yeah, the flying saucer gonna fly out of my butt too. It just was like that. And she just walked by me. She never said nothing again. And all those years later, when I made my little record in my kitchen, this doghouse music, and of all the songs they wanted me to play on Jules Holland, it was with this guitar. I went, oh no. Because my wife, when I was recording, I had a little 4-track tape recorder, and I was recording in my kitchen, and I had made some songs, but I hadn't then made no song with this thing. And my wife goes, you go get that 3-string guitar thing and make a song. I go, you go make a song on it. So anyway, I did, and then when I was old, I thought I was done. And then I was like, she goes, you need to do another one. I go, how many songs are you going to be able to do on a 3-string guitar? But I thought, you know what, I can boogie. So I started boogieing, and just as I was doing that, I think, maybe I can make a boogie song. My son, one of my boys come home from school and goes, Dad, you don't want to do that, it's embarrassing. And that's the song they wanted me to do on the Jules Holland, man, with this horrible guitar. I'll tell you a little bit later about that horrible experience. This one called Cut My Wings. Shot me down, I cannot fly. Cut my wings, yo. Shot me down, I cannot fly. I tell you, boy. Early in the morning, Lord, must I surely cried. Captain, how long must I stand your evil ways? How long One day I get out of here, it's gonna be alright that day. One day I get out of here, it's gonna be alright that day. Captain, how long? Captain, how long? Captain, how long? Let's get it going a bit now. I knew over in England, go, oh no, Steve, you don't understand, it's a big show. Yeah, but I don't want to go. And they go, no, you don't, it's the Hootenanny, dog. You need to, and like, they got everybody they could think of to call me on the telephone to try to tell me that it was something big. But even when I went there, I had no idea. And everything went wrong. I know it don't look like that on the TV, but everything. I had a little amplifier like this. As a matter of fact, it was like this amp. And that you're supposed to have, that place was really big. And this little amp is nothing. It's like a mosquito. So they were supposed to put it in the monitor so I could hear the amplifier and also my voice. They bring, like, remember how they had the bands in the corners like this? And then every once in a while they shove someone out in the middle? That's what they did with me, except for nothing worked. So I started playing, and this thing was going bzz, 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 bzz. And I started to sing, and there was nothing. I was like, oh man. So if you ever watch that video, about halfway through I just start to speed up. Because I just wanted to get done. I was so embarrassed. I go, I want to go home. This is the worst thing I've ever done. And you can't see the audience because they're in the corners. And you're just facing a bunch of cameras. So I just thought, I just want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here. Just want to get. So I just go, goodbye. I throw the guitar down and everything. And I all of a sudden hear everybody cheering. And I actually thought they was fooling me. And I'm not kidding. And then my friend Andy, they come up to me. Oh, I go, yeah, get out of my face. And I was so uptight. I want to go home. No, Steve, you don't understand. It was, and then all these Amy Winehouse come up and hug me, and that Paul Weller. I was like, I didn't know any of these people. I never heard of nobody. The only person I knew was Sam Moore from Sam and Dave. So they put me and Sam on the same table because of the generation gap, I reckon. So the whole thing was like. And then we got super drunk, and then it was all right. And then my son made me a website. Before I went on, he says, you got to have a website, Dad. And I go, all righty. And he made it's the same website I got now, actually. He made this little thing of me. He took a picture of me, cut it out in cardboard, and hung it with a string on a pencil, and spun it around and filmed it. And that's what was my website. So I had never been to a website before, so when I went on Jools Holland, there was 75 visits, and they was all me. I was sitting in front of my son, look at that, well, look at that, well, look at that. And then the next week, it was 1,750,000. It made the whole thing crash or whatever. So and that was all just you people. when I was 7, she got herself a stepdaddy. It was hell, y'all. I left home before I be 14 years of age. I figured I'd do a little better on my own. Then followed a number of years of kind of bumming around, living hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. Sometimes getting locked up, and sometimes going cold. I never really had no school education. Wasn't a hell of a lot I was going to be able to do. I always did pick on the guitar, put the hat off with a spare change. Spare change? Spare change? Spare change? Spare change? Now I'm getting spare change now, y'all. I don't know why things went wrong with ain't bad now. So I just keep playing my doghouse music. Sing the doghouse song. Now, dead on now.